The Indigenous Legal Needs Project is gathering information about the civil and family law needs of Indigenous people around the country. We're doing this with the help of Legal Aid and Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Legal Services, and with funding from the Australian Research Council. The project is travelling to 32 Indigenous communities across Victoria, the Northern Territory, Western Australia and Queensland. This video talks about the 8 communities visited in WA. At each place we travel to, we talk with elders, young people, men, women and local services to find out what civil and family law problems people need most help with and the best way people can get this help. Civil and family law issues are not the same as criminal law problems. When we talk about civil and family law, we mean things like being evicted from your home, government taking kids away, not getting a job because you're Aboriginal, or being threatened by debt collectors. These problems can affect our home, our families, our finances and our health, especially when we don't know what to do about them. Through the work we're doing, we want to increase people's knowledge of their rights and of how to deal with problems they're having. Our goal is to help improve people's quality of life and build stronger communities. The major civil and family law issues people in WA face are housing, neighbours, discrimination, credit and debt, and stolen generations or stolen wages. More people spoke about housing as a problem than any other issue. Nearly 2/3 out of every 3 community members we talked with said that they'd had problems with their tenancy. Repairs and maintenance, paying rent, and having a home to live in were the 3 biggest tenancy problems.
They said to my daughter, "Right, you can move in now. Here's the key." There was a big crack in the ceiling. Taps were running, fence were broken. A couple of months back, the whole ceiling fell in. Heard a big crack. My precious granddaughter was in the bedroom. Electric wires were hanging out everywhere. Why would they put a person in a house like that?
Over 1 in 3 people had a problem with neighbours, often about noise, dogs, and not having proper fencing.
We got people coming in our house all the time because we got no fence. The cars drive in while you're playing cards in the front yard. There's people crying, shouting, waking up the neighbours. No respect for people trying to sleep.
2 out of every 5 people said they have been discriminated against because they are Aboriginal. Usually discrimination happened in shops, hotels, jobs, health and other services, or with police.
I watched 2 Aboriginal mothers shopping. They had their trolleys chock-a-block full of things that they had bought in the store, but that security woman still followed them through every aisle. Meanwhile, that white customer might be pocketing whatever they can, you know?
Nearly 1/3 of the people we spoke with had worries about debt, often because of unpaid bills. This can happen when people don't know their rights as consumers.
They have you over a barrel with those phone bills. You sign an agreement because you're supposed to get this, your beaut phone, that will do everything but cook your breakfast. For $50 a month, you can make all the calls you want and you'll own the phone after 2 years. Of course, it comes to end of the month and you'll get a bill for $300, $400 or even higher.
Over 1 in 5 people said they belonged to the stolen generation, and over 1 in 4 said they were owed money for stolen wages.
A lot of people who worked back then, like my brother, they got nothing much. They worked right through. When payday comes, instead of getting money, they just get boots and trousers.
Other issues people raised a lot were child protection, education, Centrelink and wills. Many people also think that too many kids are being removed by government and placed in care.
I've seen too many of our Noongar kids go into care when they are 4-day-old babies and not be released until they're 18-year-old. By then, they don't know who they are or where they come from.
Nearly half the people we spoke to had kids at school or were studying themselves. 2/3 of them said that they'd had a problem in education, mainly with bullying.
My daughter, she's only 4. She's getting bullied at school. Certain kids won't let her play with them because she's Aboriginal. She comes home. Why don't they like me? Last week, she was invited to a birthday party. Then they came back and said no, she can't go because she's a black kid.
3 out of every 4 people we talked with were getting money from Centrelink. Close to 1 in 4 said they had problems with their payments, mostly about a Centrelink debt, getting cut off from benefits, or an overpayment. Only 1 in 10 people had completed a will, but over half of those who didn't have a will said they would like help to draw one up. Without a will, people had arguments about money, care of kids, and burial. There are differences between what issues men and women have the most problems with. Women, for example, had more trouble than men with housing and education. Mostly, people didn't get help with these issues. Only 1 in 6 people had any help with discrimination, and about 1 in 10 for debt. It may be because they didn't know their rights or where to go for help. Some of the ways people want to see these problems dealt with include having a bigger focus on civil and family law by better funded legal services, making it easier for people to find help, especially if they're living outside Perth, and lastly, knowing more about civil and family law. Thank you for watching our video. For more information on our project, please visit our website or Facebook page. Remember, if you need advice about a legal problem, there are legal services in WA who can help you.